Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about the 800 megahertz sale. It looks like T-Mobile also released it on the newsroom late this afternoon, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about it because this puts T-Mobile in a unique position, and it's T-Mobile really making some big moves. And I don't want to say that these deals are falling in T-Mobile's lap because of the assets that they have. And some people might say T-Mobile just got lucky. But they're still making the deals while Verizon and AT&T, they just have to sit by and be on standby and just watch this happen. There isn't much that they can do. Right? So T-Mobile is gonna get additional 600 megahertz out of this deal in certain markets, which according to this article, they're already seeing the benefits today. So I guess they already are putting this spectrum to use. It says this deal also gives us a great opportunity to deploy Grain's 600 megahertz portfolio spectrum on T-Mobile's network, which is already creating better customer experiences in several markets. So it looks like they're already using it as of today. That's what it sounds like to me. It looks like the full deal in regards to the swap of the entire spectrum is expected to happen at the end of April. So that's not too far away. But anyway, this is something that T-Mobile is really good at doing, right? They know when to strike and how to do it. They did not need 800 megahertz. I said this in a ton of videos for those of you who watch the videos. They did not need the spectrum, and they were not going to deploy billions of dollars worth of radios just for 800 megahertz. That's 5x5 at best. They were not going to do that. So this was the best outcome for them to make the sale, get some additional spectrum, and then also get some additional cash. I don't, after looking into it a bit further, there's still no known price. We probably won't see that until later in the month, or maybe we have to wait until the earnings day. But it's not going to go for the 3.6 billion. There's no way that Grain's going to be able to raise that much cash. I'm thinking 1.5 to 2.5 billion is the most that T-Mobile got out of this deal. But still, it's good for buybacks, dividends, pay off some of the US Cellular deal, whatever they want to do with it. They're going to do whatever they want with it. And it's still a good amount of money, right? 3.6 billion would have been great to have, but 1.5 to 2.5 billion, if that's what they even got, that's still a good amount of money. That makes T-Mobile even more flexible. So Verizon and AT&T, in my view, they really have to watch this. It really sounds like T-Mobile is becoming a powerhouse just because of the deals that they're able to make with the assets that they have. And it's to no fault. I mean, the DOJ and the FCC allowed them to keep 800 if Dish did not make a bid on the sale price, and Dish did not. And they allowed them to keep it. So now T-Mobile was able to structure the deal in any which way they wanted, and they did just that. So they're turning T-Mobile into a powerhouse. They're going to be able to compete now in any which way that they so choose. Rural America, scale of network, size of bandwidth, whatever, they're going to be able to compete, and they're going to be able to spend now. They're already a investment grade. They already have the credit ratings to go big into the debt market whenever they need to. So I do truly still believe, and I said this in the previous video as well, a monster M&A deal from T-Mobile is on the horizon. I can just feel it. I have that feeling that it's big, and I still think it's cable, might be fiber, but it's going to be a big one. It's not going to be small. It's going to be a huge one. It's going to be bigger, in my opinion, than the Sprint and T-Mobile merger in terms of the amount and the asset base that they gain. They have to do it now. They might as well. They haven't heard the word no. They've been able to get everything that they want. They're close to closing on the US Cellular deal. I mean, it's down to like the last 39 or 38 days of the review period of the FCC. They're about to close on that. Then they convert those sites. and they gain additional spectrum from that deal, I mean, they're just getting everything they want. So at this point, they have to try to make a major M&A deal happen. And they're just going to say it's better for the consumer. It's better for competition and all that. And then, we'll see what the outcome is. But for now, T-Mobile is making all the right moves. They're just making all the right moves. So we'll see how this turns out. Stay tuned for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.